man.
Wow.
We are consistent with not having a fucking intro, and I love that for us.
That will never happen.
I prefer the cold open. Like we talk, and then we just kind of seg you into like whatever shit we need to seg you into.
Well,
we've been doing this for 2 years.
2 fucking
no
years.
intro.
Yeah.
Never had a solid intro.
Never will.
Like if we would put an album out, it wouldn't have an intro. It'd just be track 1.
Intro
And just like forget to start the music and just start rapping.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like Blueface.
Pretty much. Or like the first track off of Laura Willing by the Clips. Like the music actually started late. Cause like players, we ain't when they say same, the beat and music drops. And like that's like still to me one of the hardest intros ever. Them niggas was rapping.
Cold.
Players, we ain't the same. I'm into cane and guns. I'm like,
Oh!
I'm not into cane and guns, but damn.
I
maybe
like
I
it.
need to be.
I can be. Holy
I
shit.
don't have braids. I can grow my hair at the time.
You grow it now, nigga. What you mean?
I'm gonna look like LeBron, so
Oh.
yeah.
Like Lebron.
Like,
Mine's coming
my
back.
hair does the same exact shit that his does, except I'm not a billionaire, so
Yeah, so you can't get the marker.
right.
Kind of
And I'm
fucked
also
up.
not 6'8", so
Yeah.
That's fine. They don't care.
or
Well, shout out to Russell Westbrook though, coming to Laker Nation.
crazy, man.
Like shit.
the players that were getting flamed all got shipped out on that trade.
Oh yeah, Kyle Kuzma is finally gone.
You know what? Thank you for your service, Kyle. You tried, man.
You tried.
You tried. It just, I'm sure he'll be
If
all
you
right.
put half as much effort into your game as your Instagram photos, you probably still be here.
He's like that example of like a newer athlete. Like, he dyeing his hair, doing all like the crazy shit.
I mean, it's like, it's one thing to do it. It's a whole other thing to actually have game. Like, imagine if Instagram was out when Allen Iverson was around.
I mean, he'd be
fuck.
probably the most followed athlete.
Absolutely.
Like, if this shit came out during his heyday.
But fucking, he has games to actually back up his Instagram posts. Now, that's what you need.
I mean, he was like the cover boy for like 2K. And
Shit,
at
for like
the beginning.
2-3 years in a row.
Like, I want to say like for 4 years, like he was like the cover athlete.
I know he was for all the Dreamcast ones.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was, and those were some of the best ones.
What an era.
Right.
When a nigga still gave a shit about sports games.
But
Yep.
yeah, like I'm a Laker fan, so like we thank the 2 players that was part of the championship roster, and then the other dreaded nigga, I keep forgetting his name.
Caldwell Pope.
Not Caldwell, like KCP. I fuck with KCP. Like,
Oh yeah,
couldn't carve. They can't carve out roles next to like the great players you have.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, but we still need some shooters because Westbrook ain't exactly killing it from 3.
Like we have another facilitator, which is good.
Yeah, that's what his primary job should be.
Yeah.
Just take them shits from off of LeBron.
Yeah, like Bron gets to play all ball, all that.
He'll be inside, AD inside.
Hopefully we can get some veterans that got a nice clip.
Yeah.
No.
Like I can see like Melo
No.
appearing maybe.
Yeah.
No.
And if Brooklyn comes back healthy, that might be a good matchup.
No.
So, I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know.
I'm excited.
That's
Yeah.
my role in sportscasting is just to disagree and not offer any explanation.
Thanks.
So you're Skip.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like it's like Skip's
No, why?
literal job is just to be like, you know what?
Just shit on LeBron some more.
I
It'll be
literally
fine,
just
yeah.
want to make the fucking not even claim, but it's just the nigga literally said the Bucks are better without Giannis on the floor.
Yeah, this
And then this
he-
nigga won a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga's the best player in the series.
It's the franchise.
Shut up.
Niggas
Why are you
nearly
talking
average
about?
40 fucking points, and he's just like,
Nah,
oh,
nope.
Nah, it's
I'm
no.
like, he's
I know.
coming off the knee injury wrist.
Yeah.
And then he just shook that shit off and became champion. Good
I don't know. This man, he has a uncanny ability to add an asterisk to any sort of successful sports athlete that is popular.
Problem is that, like, I don't know whether he's aping the fucking trolls on Twitter or the Twitter trolls are aping what the fuck Skip's doing.
It doesn't matter. Twitter, sports, any sports Twitter is,
Like, sports media as a whole is trash. But
yeah.
that's enough. We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I was gonna say we usually have to scratch for some topics.
Normally we need like about we have about 2 or 3 topics, and then we just kind of seg you into like very shit that I would relate, or we'll just take a sidebar and say some shit. But
These topics wouldn't stop this week.
it's a lot.
God,
It's
damn.
a lot, man.
Boy,
It's a fucking lot.
brother.
So we want to hit the introductions.
Nah.
Okay. So what's the first topic?
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
I, I am Black Prime, Smoke Bill Star, aka Smoke Banjo, aka Young Poughkeepsie Tapes, and we are back with another episode this week, man.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't hate us before,
We'll try our
we'll
best
try our
this
best
week.
to make y'all hate us. This
Just
week.
give us a try. Just give us some time.
Just give us an hour.
You're gonna
Yeah.
dislike us at some point.
Just give us an hour, man.
Hell yeah. What's up, everybody? Atheist Alcoholic here. Yeah, Negro, medium rare. Fucking, yeah, a lot of shit to cover this week. A lot of nastiness.
Boy,
Nasty, poopy ass,
boy.
finger ass motherfuckers. I bet you everyone that's gonna be shitting on today got dirt underneath their fingernail ass motherfuckers.
A lot of thumbnail sitters.
Oh yeah, chewing on your fingernails in the middle of traffic ass niggas. But yeah, there you go.
And me, I am Negro number 3, DJ Cobra, Super Cobra on whatever platforms you can find me at.
Follow
Unless
that
it's
nigga.
like Wells Fargo, don't find me there. Or if it's like Cash App, you will never find me there.
Follow
So,
that nigga.
you know,
Follow.
just saying, be safe, wear a mask because, you know,
Guys,
if you've seen Florida and Chicago lately and the numbers of like hospitalizations and COVID infections, it's getting bad again. Scary hours is upon us again, my niggas.
it's heading right back. We called it, by the way.
You know, wear your
We fucking called it.
like, you know, wear your masks, get your vaccines.
Get your vaccine.
If you don't want to get your vaccines, that's fine. Just
Stay in the house.
stay in the house. Wear your mask double.
3 times.
It's finna get scary out here.
Because apparently that shit spreads like chicken pox.
Yeah, like was it Delta or Lambda?
Delta.
The fact that we have to ask what Greek alphabet letter.
Can't wait for Epsilon. That shit's gonna be like, we gonna be growing
I saw
shit
I
off
saw a
your
picture
fucking
of like
ass
people
cheeks.
gathered up in Chicago. Niggas was side by side. I know everybody ain't got a mask out.
Right.
Yo, did you see that pastor that said that he was gonna kick you out of his church if you wear a mask?
Mm-mm.
That shit happened this week. There was some pastor in where was it? He's been a popular guy. Like he was going on rants when Trump lost to Biden, and he was talking about how the election was stolen and how he was praying that the election results get reversed and shit. He's one of those guys.
No.
And he goes on this rant on his Sunday service about how if you wear a mask in the church, he's gonna respectfully ask you to leave. That the mask is another. He's not going for these democratic plots anymore. These Democrat plots and games
Okay.
about how fucking they're making up this new coronavirus. Now they got another coronavirus
Okay.
because we're just making that shit up. All those dead bodies.
Okay.
Like, we can't make up people dying from the virus. We can't make up hospitals being filled to the brim with COVID patients. So now people that get into car accidents or need basically any type of
Serious.
yeah, any type of serious care, any type of ICU type shit. Yeah, no, it's getting bad. I mean, it was probably bad the whole time, but
Right.
it's like getting back to that level last year.
Like
Yeah.
it never got better. So
Once the fall hits, that's when it's really gonna
Like
be.
I implore everyone.
It starts getting
I feel
colder.
like it's a responsible use of our podcast. Please get your vaccine and start back wearing your masks again.
right.
Because
And don't be afraid to publicly shame motherfuckers that try and tell you otherwise too.
and
by the way.
you know do the time and research for what works best for you. But just be straight up with you. This ain't no government conspiracy. They want everybody to go back to work and shit.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
why they work so fast to get a fucking vaccine out there.
Like the NFL is about to have their first full ass stadium game coming up in about a week or so, I think.
And
Like the Hall of Fame game.
Like they're not playing either.
Yeah.
Like they're fining niggas and shit and
Yeah.
for not getting vaccinated.
Yeah, Disney World and Walmart just mandated that they're supposed to get vaccinated. That just happened a little while ago. So,
It probably won't be long until that shit's national. Like either that or we go into a lockdown until the majority of niggas are vaccinated.
Oh, when that second lockdown happens, because it's gonna happen.
Man.
Motherfucker, you think them white folks are tripping on January the 6th?
Nigga.
It's gonna happen again.
Yeah, they gonna be burning shit.
But please get the goddamn vaccine.
Please.
Like, this motherfuckers out here, like, with with tattoos that were vaccinated as children talking about they don't want a new vaccine.
Or niggas with 4-year, 8-year degrees and shit. Talking about their anything. I'm like, nigga, there were shots you had to get to go to college.
Right.
Fucking.
Hell, they're probably gonna make that a requirement to go to college too. Probably
Yeah.
COVID vaccine.
Pretty soon. Because I'm like, you had to have, what was it, fucking meningitis and something else.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going, like, anywhere out of like, your birthplace, nigga, you have to have those going into fucking college.
Yup.
But they're gonna put nanochips in your bloodstream, so.
Yeah, because the government wants to track you.
You have a smartphone, nigga.
Who makes $40K a year and
Working
goes
at
to work,
Applebee's.
who goes to work and comes home. Yeah. The government wants your goddamn info.
Oh,
absolutely, 100%.
The fucking Call of Duty player who's a bronze rank? Hell yeah.
They want you.
They know you're a fucking weapon of mass destruction.
For sure.
Oh my, you order the same combo every Friday night. Like you have a routine. If niggas wanted to get you, they would just like pull up on you while you're like in the Fridays parking lot waiting for your curbside service.
Right, waiting for your chicken tenders and fries. You fucking cunt. Anyway, we have actual fucking topics again this week. The first one, Simone Biles.
Our girl.
Go. The fucking goat.
Took a step back and stepped down from the Olympics to prevent herself from sustaining possible career-ending injuries.
Actually, let's back that up just a little bit.
And for mental health.
We didn't know the extent.
Yeah.
At first, we were just given she stepped away from mental health.
Right.
That's when people were showing their ass immediately. Saying shit, quit her. Like basically just like questioning this girl. And in my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait because usually a world-class athlete has a good fucking reason why they need to step away from something.
And they usually have a lot of mental fortitude, so they can take
for her
like
a lot of shit.
Like seeing the way that girl flip in the air and land.
Exactly.
Like, you know, like I'm like, if she's having mental issues, it's something serious.
Real quick too, on the side note, I just found this out today. Apparently, she actually deals with ADHD, and she does take Ritalin. Now, the Olympics are in Tokyo. Can't have Ritalin in Tokyo. If you have, like, over a certain amount, can't fucking take it with you. So, she also doesn't even have the medicines that she uses for her actual mental health things. And so, she is in a world of mental health hurt.
And I mean, like, you know, the thing that I've always said is, like, nigga, it's cool to, like, speculate and say woulda, shoulda, coulda, but I'm like, nigga, nobody knows an athlete's body or mind better than the fucking athlete.
Hell yeah.
And it's a bunch of fucking couch coaches talking about, you know, oh, well, all these athletes are soft now, like, you fucking...
Now we're gonna lose to Russia.
Right, Jordan played through the finals with a flu. I'm like, bro, that nigga played one game with a flu.
And it wasn't even a flu.
And it was
fucking... you had a bad
stomach
I don't care
virus.
anybody say that's a hangover. I don't give a single fuck. I'm like, that was a Michael Jordan sponsored like biopic,
Right, because I'm
nigga.
like, my thing is like, nigga,
Liar.
ain't no way you played any type of sport with a disease that spreads through contact and bodily fluid. Ain't no way you did that shit.
Right.
Like, nigga, the minute you would have came up there looked like you had a cold, they would have been like, hey, yo, sit this one out. Shut up.
Yeah.
So you're probably right on that. That nigga was fucked up. Like, man, he stayed in the casino until like 4, and then just thought he was casually finna pull up to the
Smoked
championship.
like about 10 cigars, still dropped like 40.
Hey, go things.
And I'm just like, my nigga, especially somebody that's as talented and consistent as Simone Biles is. All right, bro, this nigga pretty much wins or gets top 2 in every fucking competition she enters.
Absolutely.
Every single fucking one. She been doing it for what? Damn near 10 years?
For a good minute.
Like
now.
for a while.
If you go on her Wikipedia page and you see the section with the medals, it's just go.
Blinged out.
Right.
It's
She
amazing.
blinged out like a Cash Money video, bro. Like it's.
And I'm like, bro, that nigga ain't got nothing to fucking prove to nobody.
She don't gotta do
They
it.
got
She
shit to
she got
prove to nobody,
sponsorship.
bro.
She is good.
Right. Like, that nigga is straight. And I'm like, y'all, it's just another fucking testament to, like, y'all niggas don't really understand mental health. Or they have their opinion on it, and nothing factual
Niggas
will
ain't
ever
never
change
won
that shit.
shit.
Right.
Like, you ain't won on no levels. You ain't went to a Olympian or professional level and nothing.
I'm like,
And you out here talking about what you should or could have did.
Motherfuckers that get happy on 6 likes and 2 retweets.
Right.
like my nigga, you had
Or like, yeah, the Simone Day she ain't shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm like, motherfucker, you had 30 rushing yards your entire senior year. Maybe sit this one the fuck out.
Like,
Okay.
You talking about that one breakaway run you got and then you twisted your knee 25 years later,
Can't
bro.
kill ass,
Could have gone
nigga.
pro, bro, but my knee fucked me up.
Shut
Shut up,
bitch ass
nigga.
up, nigga.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
don't give a fuck. You fucking loser.
Goofy ass nigga. And then, like, the fucking moms that live through their children that do gymnastics. I feel so bad for them because now them niggas just finna get put through the fucking ringer.
Absolutely.
It's like your mental health. What? Get out there and flip.
You need to get out there and flip. We trying to get out the projects.
Right.
You over here bullshitting.
We trying to make it out. They don't give a fuck about you being hurt.
Shit,
You
it's not-
sad.
The fucking rich ones are gonna be the real ones. You know, them with them rich ass white
Yeah,
parents.
you already know.
The
Right.
white line moms are gonna be pushing them the hardest. Just like, we can't have that black girl already doing better than us.
Can't have that. Can't have that nigger bitch with it all the fucking
Yeah, we're training up the let's see, what's the white girl?
He wanna laugh. He wanna get up. Look
The
at him.
Natasha
Look
Lyles.
at him. He wanna get up so bad.
We good. Oh, like I break at least one time a week. But lay off the girl, because, like, again, more information came out. Because, again, when it was labeled to us as mental, like, basically mental health type reason why she stepped away, it was on her ass.
Right.
Then we got more and more details, and a lot of these people should be, I mean, you should have been ashamed for yourself talking about this girl in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
But now, like, even with more information coming out, I'm just like, holy shit. Because, like, she said she was having a case of the twisties.
Mm-hmm.
A case of the twisties is basically, it seems like a form of vertigo. Like, it's like her mind and body are out of sync.
Very intense.
So
vertigo.
she's, like, in midair, not really able to fully control how she
The
lands.
fact that she was able to do that one routine where she
Yep.
does that fucking crazy ass flip and all she did was step off the mat,
Yep.
she could have killed herself.
Yes. So it's like, you know, she even gave us, like, detailed details on her story.
Right.
Like she, you know, she even had like an ask me a question type deal,
Yeah.
like where like people were able to get more educated. This girl, if she would have went out there, it's a pretty big chance of her probably breaking a bone or her neck or getting paralyzed or dying.
And where the
And
fuck will
that's-
y'all be at then?
That's happened to Olympic athletes.
Yeah.
To where like they have like fucked up their quality of life trying to basically push through it.
Like you were saying, old girl. Oh fuck. What's her name?
Which one?
The
Naomi
the
Osaka?
No, there was a Russian gymnast like in the late '80s, early '90s that like had a fucking, I think she had a torn ligament in her leg,
Yeah.
and like her coach was basically like, you gotta keep going. Like I forget her fucking name, but like that shit. That's like probably one of the earliest instances I can think of that shit. But it's just like, nigga, you have an actual torn ligament. She out there doing routines. Had to have multiple surgeries and like retired at the age of 19
Yeah.
because of the injury she sustained from that shit. Just like nigga barely walk. But
And it's like, we don't want to see nobody get hurt. We don't want to see nobody become paralyzed. We don't want to see, because like, again, if Simone would have went out there and like legitimately hurt herself to where like it was super serious or she might have like died or something, the post would be completely different. It's like, well, if she wasn't feeling up to it, then she should have stepped out. that's what the fuck she's doing.
That's what she's doing.
That's exactly what the
Jackass.
fuck she's doing. I'm like she ain't like Shane said earlier. She ain't got nothing else to prove.
Right.
Yeah.
Like she's like what the most like
The
metal.
most decorated
Decorated,
gymnast. Not even female gymnast. The most decorated gymnast in
Period.
history.
The GOAT.
Full stop.
The fucking GOAT. So she's already the GOAT now.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
this
what
is
else
extra
do you-
innings at this point. She ain't got to do nothing else.
Right.
So like kudos to Simone for taking a stand for herself.
And shout out to Naomi Osaka too for helping get this shit started in the mainstream.
Absolutely.
With her fucking when she took a stand as well. Because I mean, both of these girls have got shitted.
They have. Sports
This
media,
whole
like, media's already not kind to black women. Let's
Yeah.
just, put that out there.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
sports media is extra trash to fucking black people.
Yeah.
Like, we see it every day. Like, on all these fucking debate shows where they be talking about players like they're just fucking either little soldiers or pieces of meat, basically. Or slaves.
Like niggas are expendable.
Mhm.
Right. And I'm like, these players are the reason why you're able to earn a check. Y'all wouldn't have nothing to talk about.
Maybe fucking relax.
I'm like, talk to these players nicer. Ask them better questions.
Right.
Engage with them in a human manner. Instead of asking all this fucking tabloid level shit anytime something happens. It's like, just like, say like a player's mom died. And then like the player just fucking like lost like a tennis match or something.
Oh yeah.
The player could sit down. So what do you think your mom would have thought about you losing that match in the finals?
Get up right there.
Yeah.
Get up
exactly.
right there and leave.
You don't
Right.
like sports media need to kind of check themselves because they have this feeling that athletes have like almost a moral obligation
To do these fucking
to,
interviews.
and it's like they might have it in their contracts to say that you have to talk to media after, but that don't mean you gotta take every single dumbass
Right,
question.
Like, fuck that, man. Like again, like niggas is saying, these niggas they need to check themselves.
Yeah.
Like, this shit is fucking horrible.
Yeah, they get away with a bunch of bullshit like.
Because it's sensationalist.
Yeah, I mean Deion Sanders, right? He's coaching a historically black college now.
Yeah.
And he was getting asked questions after a game or like during a conference or something, and this jackass of a reporter called him Deion instead of coach.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. If you were talking to Nick Saban, you call him Coach Saban. If you're talking to Bill Belichick, you call him Coach Belichick.
Don't call
I
me by
want
my
that
first
same
name,
respect. Yeah, don't call me by my first name. And that guy, no lie, he looked him right in the face and said, okay, so Deion. And he said it that way. And Deion said, and Coach walked out of there. Coach walked out of there. I mean, you don't got to put up with that shit.
You don't.
And he's lucky he was on the Zoom call because he would have got up there and smacked the shit out of this fat little fuck. So I support athletes to just straight up not deal with media. I support athletes disrespecting media. Personally, I
Right.
love Russell Westbrook
Like, that shit's amazing.
because the
Russell
faces
Westbrook?
he makes when he gets a stupid
What?
question.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I already know they're gonna ask him dumbass questions about Bron because
Yeah.
they do it to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they asked like Kyrie a question like Bron was his fucking father,
yeah.
and he's like, I only got one dad. So it's just like shit like that, man. Do better, sports media.
For real. Like, maybe don't jump the fucking gun when
Yeah.
somebody's like, hey, I'm having an issue and I can't do this anymore.
Shut up and listen.
Shut the fuck
Shut
up.
up
Yeah.
and listen.
Let them give you the reason before you go to speculate.
And don't demand a reason either.
Right,
yeah.
Like,
They'll tell you when they're fucking ready.
be understanding.
Like, I know a lot of you niggas are shitty parents because, like, you think you are owed a fucking explanation for some shit.
I'm like, you're not.
Not, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, she don't know you. She probably will never meet you.
And the
Tell
game-
you shit.
The game's gonna go on without you.
Right.
Right.
Like, you ain't special. Like, fucking Skip Bayless could disappear off the face of the earth. I'm still gonna be watching basketball.
Yeah,
Honestly, ESPN can get shut down with their broke asses.
absolutely.
Guess
Yeah.
what? Game's still happening.
Game's still playing.
Game's still going.
Game's still fucking
still
going,
going.
man. But in the same vein of leaving people alone, we get to talk about Lil Nas X again.
Oh,
man.
yay.
Every time he drops, people are always surprised that he's fucking gay.
Sensationalized.
Like every time, I'm like, bro.
Where have y'all been?
Now, fucking, first and foremost, Industry Baby is a fucking banger, nigga. That's just a bop.
Shit bumps.
Shit hard, nigga. She go crazy for 3 minutes.
I'm just looking at you. I'm like, go crazy.
It go crazy, nigga.
Okay.
Like it's, but yeah, like there was a video, and surprise, surprise, gay men had gay niggas doing gay nigga shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I do not understand how this comes as a shock to people when for years, decades,
yeah,
rappers who are heterosexual have had women shaking ass, and doing other lewd acts in their videos.
Well, that's godly.
Because that's
the Lord's work.
As a straight dude, that's what you like. That's what you want to see. That's what you want in your fucking videos.
But I do like seeing credit cards slide
right.
on cheeks.
We gonna get to that shit.
We're gonna get there.
But like it's the same. It's a rap video.
Yeah.
And the nigga that's rapping is gay. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Well, being gay is an abomination, don't you see?
Clearly, only when it's in our vein. Because I'm like, nigga, if Lil Nas X.
Well, technically, only when it's dude on dude.
Like,
they plenty of lyrics about girls. Yeah, when fucking Megan Thee Stallion and what's her face did the thing.
And bisexual women, we love that shit.
Plenty of support for the male community.
Which is crazy, actually.
Yeah.
So I got 2 red bones in the back seat here. So.
Yeah. No.
I need that exact line.
Yeah, get the lyric.
Get the line.
I'm like, if Lil Nas X was a pop star, niggas wouldn't be saying shit.
No, they would still be saying shit.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
You know, technically, I count him as both rap and pop. So, like a pop star, like he's popular, and like you can see his music on both charts.
Right. Oh, like he's pop like to me.
Cause I'm like,
oh yeah, 2 red bones kissing in the back seat.
Oh yeah,
times 4. He says it 4 times.
Shit might as well be the fucking chorus.
Yep.
2 red bones kissing in the back seat.
Like that high pitched ass, but nigga, you're 40. You're 40, nigga.
Like we actually.
Why you talk like that?
We get to bring Boosie up again.
Why you sound like Riley Freeman if he was from Louisiana? Fuck is you doing, bro?
Okay, I mean, if he ain't paying for some hooker to molest his kid, he's out here fucking
condemning the gay community.
While talking about
he has
prison dicks.
Yeah, like he clearly has the moral high ground here. And
I'm gonna use my foresight passive. That nigga gay, or at the very least bi.
He's definitely dabbling in some.
Because I'm like, nigga, I've never seen anybody be so diametrically opposed to some shit that you claim you don't want no part of.
Because like he always brings up. You might be doing it in front of kids, man.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, nigga, you have done worse.
You have literally done worse.
And y'all don't
look at your own videos.
By your own admission.
You bought a hooker for your son.
For your teenage son.
That's a problem.
That's rape.
Like, you
paid somebody to rape your
kid. And rape for your son, bro.
And I'm like, my nigga, y'all, and I really wish, like,
and that's
specifically rappers, but like, that crowd as a whole would stop trying to bring up children as a talking point.
Yeah.
Because y'all never do it.
It's super disingenuous.
Until it's time to talk about some shit that the gay community did.
Yep. Or
somebody that's outside of like rap did and it got popular. Y'all only ever talk about children. Like, nigga, again, referencing what you said with the tip drill video. T.I. was in the tip drill video and talking about you don't want your kids watching WAP.
Yeah.
This again.
You were in a video where a credit card was slid between a girl's ass cheeks and you don't want your kids watching women be promiscuous.
Not to mention, that's the hymen checker, nigga. Also,
oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
like,
right.
Cosby level allegations.
Super creepy.
And like, I really hate his opinions on anything at this point.
It's super bad.
Because niggas like that have a really big problem with conflation. Yeah. And he was like, well, the baby made it's in the same thing. So like, the baby made comments about like, shout out to the niggas that don't have AIDS or other STDs where you die in 3 weeks. And like, if you're a gay nigga and if you're a guy and you sucking dick in the parking lot,
Why would you shout that out?
Unprovoked.
It's
unprovoked.
Why would you
Unprovoked.
like
off
say
the cuff.
shout out?
Off the strength.
Right,
Nigga just like pulled
just
up to a
randomly.
Golden Wild set in front of all them people in COVID talking about if you ain't sucking a dick in the front seat or something. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
Like,
about,
what
man?
what brought this on?
And the internet got on his ass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rightfully so.
And then he doubled down after it. Immediately after, he doubled down and was just like, what are y'all talking about?
He lost his like pop star shit.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like Elton John basically.
Elton
when
John
Elton-
and Madonna.
When Elton John is shitting on you, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty much a rap.
Like
Yeah.
Same thing with Madonna.
I think like that nigga's probably gonna be like blackballed on the pop side.
I mean, he gonna bounce back. Niggas
Like I
can't
said,
say
on
the shit.
the pop side.
Yeah, on the pop. Like, niggas don't listen to pop.
Yeah.
They don't.
So on the rap shit, he's gonna come back.
We are exceptions.
It's like it's like his whole thing. Like it'll just be like making, I guess, mixtapes with Tory Lanez together.
And I'm
He
like,
also brought Tory Lanez out
my shit.
for his set.
My thing
The guy
about
that
that
shot
is
Megan
like
Thee Stallion,
the nigga. This is shut up.
a former frequent collaborator of that nigga.
Like-
He's a nasty nigga.
He is. That nigga grimy, man. But like, my thing is, for one, it was unprovoked as shit. Like
Just came
niggas
out
like
of
that
nowhere.
always feel like they have to say something about the shit
Yeah.
when it's not being directed at them.
It's been possibly
Secondly-
some low down feelings.
Fucking, if you ever have, I never want to get to a point in my life where I say something and T.I. and Boosie defend me.
Yeah,
Because I know it's just a terrible
You
fucking
have- you have a
like,
worse
when
take.
they're both on your side together, they came together like goat-tanks
Right.
to defend this nigga, bro. It's bad.
But like, again, on the topic of conflation, T.I. said that if Lil Nas X can do what he did in the video, for context, for the two people who haven't seen the video yet, there's a shower scene where dudes have like their midsections blurred out or their genitals blurred out. They aren't actually naked, but you know that's
Yeah.
the visual. That's the vibe niggas is trying to give off and shit. But this nigga said if Lil Nas can do that shit, Lil Baby should be able to talk his shit too. And I'm like, my nigga, are you really conflating blatant homophobia and misinformation
Yep.
with a gay nigga making a gay nigga rap video?
You see, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what they're doing.
that's
If a
yeah,
gay
that's the answer.
nigga can be gay outwardly,
Mhm.
then we should be able to fucking demonize homosexual. Same shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I
Like-
mean, like, fucking, it's crazy because, like, I'm seeing this, and I'm watching it all unfold this week, and I don't recall seeing any large sections of fan bases coming to his defense.
Of
I don't
course
know
not.
about you guys.
Come on, the
But-
baby?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, see, it was pretty much just universally panned, and it's like,
I think the only people that's like fucking with it is like hoteps and like red pillars.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
I mean, and no one's saying that he can't say that shit, but you're gonna say that shit, you're gonna get put down.
Like people seem to forget that free speech is like the whole First Amendment is for government fucking your free speech up.
right.
Yeah,
That basically, you know, the government's like stepping in the way of shit that people or like organizations
say.
are saying.
yeah. But your ass,
like-
you come out with some stupid shit like that, you damn right your ass is gonna
It's
get
like,
canceled.
You have to take and deal with whatever consequences that come your way.
Absolutely.
That's just how that goes.
Like, nigga, you would think the nigga would learn from the way people talk about his fucking music. Like, my nigga, you've been making the same song for like a year and a half.
It's always the same little bop
Like-
shit with the flute in the background.
Like, my nigga, you make sea shanties with 808s, nigga. That's the type of fucking music you make. Relax,
Like,
bro.
it's literally the theme song from SpongeBob with 808s.
Right, it's fucking
Like, that's
bikini
it.
bottom ass music, nigga. Get the fuck on, man.
We got Squidward on
SpongeBob
track.
background track samples.
Right, and like, I just, again, using the analogy that I made last time, I do not play sports games.
Right.
Okay.
How many times have either of you niggas ever heard me shit on sports games without being provoked or asked to do so?
Hardly ever.
I mean, it's just that's pretty much it. Like,
Like,
it's like when people come ignorant and talk about like the other games that exist that they don't play, and then they big up sports games, it's like usually Shane or I goes into, look, you've been playing the same game
for years
since you've been in fucking elementary, middle school.
But see, with
Shut
us,
up.
there's fucking context and there's a reason to do so. If I say I don't like something, I disengage from that fucking something.
Yeah, because it's like, it's no point.
And
why would I put my energy towards something I don't enjoy?
And Boosie and now the baby are almost always at the forefront of talking about gay shit. And I'm like,
I said on Twitter that like Boosie has literally went viral from talking about
gay niggas. And I'm like, nigga, you were in prison. Like, we get it. We get it. That type of shit happens in prison. Like,
but like,
and I honestly feel like their viewpoints come from a place of jealousy, man. Because like, you see a nigga that's, you know, out and proud and finding success in the same avenue that you're in.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, granted, if I was a lesser man, I'd probably be jealous too.
Right.
But I'm like, fam, Boosie, nigga, that nigga washed. I understand
like,
what I'm saying. Like, you are done rapping, nigga. Like, you are an IG star now. That's what you do.
And it's only started because of the gay shit.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he gets any notoriety.
And if the baby keep on his current fucking musical track, probably about 2 years, that nigga gonna be right there with him.
Yep.
He gonna be in love and hip hop in about a year and a half. I'm gonna call that one.
Probably. That nigga still dating B. Simone.
I don't know. Like, I know he got that light-skinned colorist girl, like, pregnant. Danny Lay? I don't know. She's some love and hip-hop rapper, I think. Or whatever.
Yeah, cool. Don't know her. But, like, apparently, nigga, we missed out because nobody knows more about the LGBTQ than straight black dudes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, niggas is all, like, every time I hear some shit, it's always the same 3 niggas, and then there's a bunch of fucking bird-ass niggas right under them posts agreeing with them.
And it's just nasty every time.
I was like, nigga, like, you, and I don't understand it, bro. Like, y'all will get online and, like, combat women talking about y'all want to be left alone when niggas bring up very valid points. Or, like, sometimes, like, you know, women will group together and say something that's objectively false, but that's neither here or there. You're always fighting to be left alone and, you know, let us live and shit. And then you turn right back around and put that energy on another fucking community. Like, them niggas don't be bothering nobody, bro. They don't give a fuck about y'all.
Like,
they do not give a shit.
They just want to live.
Right.
Like, just like how we want to live. You know, me being straight black male, I'm like, I don't want nobody bothering me. I just want to chill and exist in peace. And I'm like, you know, bringing that energy to another marginalized community,
it's fucked up.
Foul.
That's foul as shit.
It's foul, man.
Because I'm like, this nigga, man, like, I really think Lucy might be low-key gay.
I think he is.
Because I'm like, nigga, ain't no reason that, you know, you this straight and always at the forefront of gay
like, you're always in some gay affairs.
Right, always.
So I'm like, it's getting real questionable.
And I'm like, you are mad insecure in your fucking masculinity. Talking about, like, I don't want him to do no shit like that at the BET Awards. If I see him doing some shit like that in front of kids, I'll beat the shit out of that nigga. I'm like
I said on Twitter, he's doing this shit for clout.
Yeah, I was like, that nigga just hardcore clout chasing.
Like, he wants to try to drum something of a career.
And
I'm just like, bro, just do reality TV.
Shouldn't have went to jail. Right, you shouldn't have went to prison, nigga.
Like, you're an idiot. Do reality TV. You'll do well over there.
I was like, it must be tough seeing Gucci go to prison and come right back out with the same status. Gotta be crazy.
Gotta be.
He came out buff too. So he came out
healthy.
Buff and then started putting out, you know, music again that like people have been checking for. Maybe not to the same fervor, but like still.
Niggas was waiting.
Like
niggas was saying free Gucci for like what, 7 years?
They were saying free Boost for 7 years too.
And then like
they freed him, and guess what happened?
Nobody cared.
Like nobody cared.
And nobody fucking cared.
He dropped immediately too. I remember hearing him on the radio.
We
and then
don't show the world sleep. Sleep.
It's just real ones. They find a way.
Oh.
It's like, you know, trying to find your way through tips and tricks or clout chasing. It's pretty lame. especially like
It's
when you're like 40 plus.
When you're 40, nigga, when you're
Like-
over like 13.
Like he find himself talking about fucking young teenagers and people in their early 20s worried about their life choices and being falsely, like just basically falsely caring about children. Because again, it's like, what about the kids? Well, he got a hooker to suck his son's dick.
I'm gonna make sure that you're straight by any means necessary.
That's a problem.
That's a
Yeah.
That's a
definite
big
problem.
problem. That's not cool.
It's like, my nigga, that's
Everybody involved needs fucking therapy.
that's
Two
crazy.
people involved need fucking jail.
Jail
Yeah.
time. You need jail time and therapy.
Cause I'm like, you know, that boy don't know what was really done to me.
Right.
You know, that's too early.
And it's gonna fuck him up too.
It's
once
too
you get
early.
older. Yeah.
Like now he's probably like out here just doing whatever. Not putting that on him. I don't know him personally.
Right.
But like the guess is like you get introduced to sex directly that
Right.
early. You know, I don't see anything good coming from that.
It fucks up your view on sex.
Culture view on women.
It's like,
It does.
it's like niggas that view sex as a transaction are like half the reason that shit's as fucked as it is now.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, niggas like, I don't wanna I don't wanna pay for OnlyFans, but I'll take you out on a date and expect sex. Like, nigga, you niggas goofy as fuck, bro. Like, dead you niggas are goofy as
I'm like,
shit.
just go on dates, vibe out, man. Be a regular fucking person.
Date people that like you. Shout out Eric again.
Yeah.
I just
Shout out to Eric.
Great advice.
It's like, it's so fucking simple,
It works every time.
and it's 100% effective.
Yep.
Like if you're worried about the vibe, then just step away. It's okay.
Go find another one.
It's like, you know, take your time. Don't rush it.
And there are billions of people on this fucking planet.
Yeah.
Men are outnumbered on
Yeah.
this fucking planet. It's somebody out there that wants your goofy ass.
Somewhere.
Everybody.
If you gotta go outside your town, but you know.
Yeah.
Stay somewhere.
Go to
But
work.
don't shit on gay people and don't
No.
pay a woman to molest your kids.
Not hard.
Those are good lessons.
Not
easy.
Not things that
Pretty-
you should have to be telling a
pretty
40-year-old
fucking
parent.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But
nigga,
that's where we are. This is
Yeah.
2021, baby.
one day we gonna have an episode about like the fucking stranglehold that Christianity has on the black community.
Yeah.
That'll be like what, episode 2, and like us talking about.
Yeah,
Really
we gotta update it because shit's
Because
gotten worse.
this shit's not getting
It's
better.
not-
It's,
it's not
like
slowing
motherfuckers.
up.
We'll have to record it and put it on like fucking CDs or MP3s or whatever. Just hand them out on the streets. Because motherfuckers need to listen.
Facts.
Start questioning the things that you were told to believe when you were kids.
Yeah.
And then you might actually learn to actually look at the world as it is rather than how you think it ought to be. And how you think everybody else ought to live.
Yeah, man. All right, diverting attention away from black folks for a second. I hope nobody was excited for Overwatch 2.
Oh,
Because at this point, we probably ain't getting that bitch.
that shit's
Oh, yeah.
becoming vaporware right in front of our very eyes.
Nigga, that shit finna become a community mod. Like, niggas is finna mod all the assets of Overwatch 2 into the first one.
Cause like it's over.
It's fucking bad
This
over
is-
there at
yeah.
Activision Blizzard.
These
Nigga.
boys have they're I don't know how this even happens. It goes on as long as it has without shit.
Blow it up.
Say anything.
Mounting
Like,
allegations.
bro, like the shit that's come out that we have found the fuck out.
Imagine the shit that we don't know.
Like I had a list of like the fucking the current allegations.
But just for folks that may not, who have been living under a rock.
Right.
Activision is a big ass fucking nasty ass place ran by nasty ass people.
Yeah, man.
If you're a woman and you actually graduate out of college with your degree,
managed to make it into
got
the
into
field.
Activision Blizzard thinking it was gonna be a dream come true,
Wrong.
motherfucker
nightmare.
turns into a nightmare.
Sorry.
So this week, Activision Blizzard got exposed for
Hard.
being a hellhole of a workplace for women. Apparently, the only criteria to work there as a man is
Have
to
a
be,
dick
have a dick, and
and
be
a
a pig.
heartbeat.
Yeah, be
Pretty
a
much.
fucking nasty ass pig. Because there have been some men that's been coming out too.
Yeah.
Been actually been saying about how the shit is out there. Corroborating the shit and being like, no, these
niggas wildin'.
Yeah, like people that have been quitting there, they're like, no, this shit ain't right. No wonder their games take so goddamn long to come out.
Bruh.
So like we just gonna read over some of these allegations, man. So the first one on the list is like harassment in the workplace.
Yeah.
The article says female staff were allegedly subjected to cube crawls in which male employees drank copious amounts of alcohol at work.
Yep.
I'm gonna add the at work in there. As they crawled their way through cubicles in the office and engaged in lewd behavior towards female employees.
Nasty.
Male employees, this is a quote, male employees proudly come into work hungover and play video games for long periods of time during work while delegating their responsibilities to female employees, engage about banter in their sexual encounters, talk openly about female bodies, and joke about rape.
Where's Overwatch 2? What's taking so long?
Them niggas are crawling through cubicles.
Niggas are drinking at work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
you know.
that's
I'm not gonna like push against that. I wouldn't mind drinking.
I drink at work all the time.
I work
you
from
know,
home.
Exactly. That's why. But
Not
I ain't
saying
got no.
I do or don't, but I get it.
I understand.
Fuck all that. But I ain't got no cubicles, no women. The only
Right.
person I'm molesting is me. Damn it.
At work.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
This is just. And then like even the same little paragraph, it's alleged like there was one incident where a female employee took her own life during a business trip with an unnamed male supervisor who brought sex toys and lubricant with him on the trip.
That's a big problem.
It's alleged that's a huge problem. Like it's alleged that this female employee had been previously subjected to other incidents of sexual harassment at work. The suit claims that at a holiday party before her death, male co-workers passed around a picture of her vagina.
Everybody should have been beaten in that case.
Facts.
I'm like, how dare you?
And this is the thing is, it's not even the employees that are suing it; it's the state of California.
Exactly.
This shit is huge.
Yeah.
It's what 2
Like,
years worth of collecting, and building a case.
See,
Yeah.
when the thing first broke, I remember seeing it on Twitter, and the headline read that California's suing Activision for like workplace mispractice. And you know how things have been recently, like with NetherRealm about crunches,
Right.
and all that stuff. So I'm thinking it's that shit.
Nope.
Then you actually start seeing allegations, and you're just like, holy shit! How the fuck do you get away with this for so fucking long?
Yeah, man.
I mean, suicides. We got literal fucking people bringing butt plugs and shit to work to try and fucking like get it. Like, I mean, straight up just touching women against their will and against their consent. Like, it's despicable.
Yeah.
Despicable.
And like, I don't know, man. Like,
And then there's, of course, the usual shit, pay discrimination that we see.
If they're crawling under women's cubicles and
Yeah,
shit,
that
I'm
ain't
pretty sure they're not paying them.
it's like, and it's crazy. Like, niggas, you delegated your work to like women and interns and people that were new there. When was the last time that we had an Activision game or a Blizzard game that was actually made by the developers? If that's the case,
I don't even know.
that's fucking wild, man. I had that bitch out. There's allegations of pay discrimination as well. Like lawsuit states that the workforce is only about 20% female, and the CEO and president roles are now and have always been held by white men.
Not a surprise there.
Right, very few women ever reach top roles with the company. The women who do reach higher roles earn less salary, incentive pay, and total compensation than their male peers. This is something that it's nonsensical anyway, because that's easy to track.
Right.
Most of that shit's public record.
Exactly.
Like pay rates and fucking incentives, all of that shit. That's shit that people can look up. I can look up how much somebody in Blizzard makes.
I know.
So like, why even do it? First of all, second of all, my nigga, if you're delegating the work to people in a normal work environment, those people would be compensated for their work.
You would think, but of course, bosses are going to try to get over like any way that they can.
Right.
You know, especially like with females in women in a male-dominated
They dominate field, yeah, but then you add on the fact that this place is ran like this.
Yeah,
you don't have a shot.
Like, nigga, this is somebody's house. Nigga, this is a kickback.
Like that shit sound like some Wolf of Wall Street shit that they were doing.
Like, there's another part of the paragraph. It's like the suit claims one female employee had assumed some of the responsibilities of a manager, where she asked to be paid fairly and actually promoted into such a position. Her manager told her that they could not risk promoting her as she, quote, might get pregnant and like being a mom too much.
That's crazy.
That's a wild ass statement.
That to say that shit to a person's face.
You gotta be drunk. You have to be
like
both power and alcohol,
especially in 2021.
Oh my god!
You have to be wasted to say some shit.
I mean, I don't understand how you can say something like that in front of another dude and not get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what. I don't care what you
say it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too. But I mean, like, what is the process for getting the guys in, right? Like, you bring them in, you hire them.
You like video games?
Yeah, and then you just like you bring them in, and the first day they see like a cube crawl, and they're just like, "What are you guys doing?" Like, well, we're going by.
Cube crawl, dude. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go grab this other girl's tits that's down the hallway. You want to come along?
We're gonna do a panty raid, bro. Like, come
what
on,
what the fuck do you say when? What the fuck do they do when they say no?
Right.
Do they fire them?
They kill him. You gotta kill that nigga. That can't get out.
Yeah. I mean, it's like this. Oh god, there's so many questions I have, but overall, this is just.
If they're doing women bad, then the women of color are probably getting done extra bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's the next paragraph. The lawsuit claims women of color were particularly vulnerable targets of Activision Blizzard's discriminatory practices. One black woman said it took her 2 years to be made a what the fuck? 2 years to be made a permanent employee, while men hired after her were made permanent a lot sooner. She also claimed she was micromanaged to such an extent that while her male coworkers were allowed to play video games on shift, her supervisor would call and check on her to see if she took a break to go for a walk. Another African-American employee claimed that when she requested time off work, she was made to write a one-page summary of how she would spend that time, which no one else was required.
That's crazy.
I wish you would. Couldn't be me.
Nigga, time off. I don't make time off requests. I make time off notices.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nigga, I'm not gonna be there.
No, I mean, explain what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Right, nigga, you don't need to know that shit.
You're gonna get an entire one-page summary of me Control C and V suck my dick.
Right.
I was gonna say, like,
in
you're gonna get
format.
One page that's just gonna say "fuck you."
Right.
Hand it in.
What you gonna be doing?
Yeah.
Nigga shit.
It's gonna be like suck my dick,
Doing bad
suck
shit.
my dick, suck my the entire page, and I'm gonna have a fucking header and footer that says "suck my dick."
See also
with a fucking
suck
cover
my
page
dick. Right.
that says "suck my dick."
Sight unseen. Suck my dick.
P.S. Suck my dick.
Double space. Times New Roman.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
And the last quote is the male supervisor also criticized her body language despite male counterparts slouching at meetings, and she was scolded for asking for assistance while others could get help on similar tasks without the same criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the front that like we have to put up already.
Yeah.
Like, you know, code switching and whatnot. But that shit in particular fucking irritates me. What the fuck does somebody's body language matter?
Don't look at me.
No, right, like, nigga, it's the job getting done.
Exactly.
Look away from me. Don't look at me.
Right.
I'm like, the job getting done, A1,
It don't matter
top
what
quality work.
No matter what the fuck I look like when I'm sitting down, nigga.
Alright, I can show up in a Batman suit, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Right. Like, y'all, I hate American work culture, bro.
Worry about some body language. You need to go worry about some bitches,
Worry
nigga.
about
Like,
some bitches.
Alright, that's probably not the best time to say that. But
That's
They need to worry less about bitches.
right, like, or more, depending on which side of that you stand on.
True.
But there's more allegations about failure to act on complaints. Lawsuit also alleges that Activision Blizzard executives in its HR department failed to act on complaints made to them about discrimination and harassment in the workplace.
Are we really surprised here?
Not at all. The company failed to take effective remedial measures in response to these complaints.
Because they're remedial.
Employees were further discouraged from complaining as human resource personnel were known to be close to the alleged harassers.
Of course.
The complaints were allegedly, quote, treated in a perfunctory and dismissive manner and not kept confidential.
That's a word.
Right.
Perfunctory.
It's like, that's up there with flippant, nigga. Oh, cool.
Perfunctory. Like, I thought we
Sick.
had me the first half. I'm like, perfume?
Nah, nigga.
Perfunctory.
Perfunctory.
Funked out.
Sounds like a
Funked out, funked out.
sounds like the business casual way of saying somebody farted.
Right?
Yeah.
Perfunctory.
Somebody
Female,
perfunctory.
you niggas.
That's a funny word.
Y'all are dumb. Female employees
Perfunctory.
who spoke out were, the suit alleges, subjected to retaliation, including but not limited to deprived of work on projects, unwillingly transferred to different units, and selected for layoffs.
Nastiest of work.
Yeah,
You already.
that's fun. That's fucked up.
It's like, you know, you try to speak out, try to like do what's right. I mean, we've seen this story time and time again. Shout out to Christopher Norton.
Facts.
Yeah.
But
Christopher Norton didn't do anything wrong.
he didn't. Look it up.
Nigga. But, do I even want to read their statement? Because
No.
I know they on some bullshit.
There's no place in our company. Like,
There is.
anytime you say they're okay.
Oh,
Alright.
because I'm sorry, I saw the weird guilty line.
Yeah.
We are sickened by the reprehensible conduct of the DFEH to drag into the complaint the tragic suicide of an employee whose passing has no bearing whatsoever on this case and with no regard for her grieving family.
I don't
Wrong.
know if y'all didn't, pass a pussy picture of hers around.
Like we're in
And
fucking
kept
high
fucking
school.
sexually
company
harassing her.
Party, she'd probably be alive right now. Like, y'all are
Like, the
just shaking my head.
person that I think wrote this is like one of the people in the HR department.
They're definitely cahoots.
And like they actually used to work for the U.S. Department of Justice. They actually had a person there, and it's a woman too, by the way,
I mean,
who is
She
just,
doesn't want to lose the position.
yeah, exactly. So it was it's just an all around just sad situation. Hopefully, we'll get some good justice coming out of it, and maybe Activision Blizzard being state owned.
Right.
I wonder what's gonna happen is that when they eventually lose it, they're gonna lose this motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
They're
Call of
losing this
Duty, either that shit is gonna come out bi-yearly, or we're gonna get a bunch of Call of Duties in 1 year.
Free
Or
to play.
somebody's gonna come in and buy Activision Blizzard.
Free to play, baby.
Yeah.
Free to play.
Microsoft gonna step in.
But
Ooh, wait, that'd be crazy.
Honestly, I can see that happening.
yeah, these niggas guilty shit.
Oh yeah.
Like
Guilty
it's
as fuck,
just,
they did that shit.
it's not even a matter of like how could you do this. It's like how the fuck could you do this in the current social climate?
And for this long.
And for this
Right.
long,
the actual balls.
Yeah.
Like, there's even worse information out there that we haven't even touched on. Like,
yeah.
niggas had, BlizzCon?
Yeah,
Like, niggas had a Cosby room.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like-
right.
Your niggas just go in there fucking wild out. And I'm like, nigga, these are some fucking angry, disgruntled nerds
Yeah.
that work at fucking Blizzard, man.
You wonder sometimes about that dynamic between like the nerd when we were growing up between like nerds and jocks. How like jocks were always seen to have this kind of culture, right?
Yeah.
And the frat boy culture, because that's what they described it as, frat boy,
Right.
right? But really, when growing up, you see that happens a lot in the nerd community as well.
Yeah.
You see Smash players, fucking. You see these kind of things happen in either thing. So maybe it was just all a made up bullshit thing from the beginning.
Because, like, it's
Toxic men are toxic.
It's just
men.
toxic
Yeah.
man culture. I mean, I would just say locker room culture.
Yeah.
Really.
Right.
I think that's a better descriptor.
Cause I don't think it's exclusive to like any subset of dude.
Yeah.
It's just nigga either you engage in it or you don't.
Yeah. But you see all those people all those years ago shitting on Anita Sarkeesian about pointing out about how like there are different problems in the gaming industry about women not being promoted and shit, and how people were just like shitting on her all the time about it.
And here we
Yeah.
are.
Here we are like 5-6 years later.
Proof of the pudding.
Yeah. Shit, maybe she actually knew what the fuck she was talking about all those years ago. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, it's just all bad.
It's the beginning.
Yeah, and
Like,
so
this is the beginning.
once they actually get into the court, and we get witnesses coming up.
It's the state of California, bro. Like, this is not a fucking civil suit. This is a class action lawsuit.
Hell yeah.
Like, the state of California is not going to drop this information.
Hell no,
without
man.
a full case already put together. Like, it's over.
They ain't gonna drop the shit. No, it is a California, bro. This is like arguably the most fucking liberal state in the union.
Yeah.
And you have not only I lost the word, but you not only targeted women, you targeted women of color. Like, if all that Activision gets is fucking sued, they will be lucky.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nigga, at this point, y'all, you might have to like relinquish assets. Because ain't no telling how long these women have been doing this shit.
There's gonna be some
Like,
jail time.
Yeah.
Because
hell
people
yeah.
that have been putting up with this, because I mean, there
was another incident that a former IT person set up a fucking camera in the bathroom.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
under
you
the
shared
sink.
that.
Under the sink.
Under the sink, pointed at the fucking stalls. I'm like,
Just fucking
I think,
gross.
I want to
think,
let y'all know that's a crime.
I think whatever powers that be, that I'm not a nigga that's attracted to feet or piss or shit.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing in the bat that goes on in the bathroom
Should be turning you on.
should be
like that.
attractive to you.
Yeah, like if some chick taking a shit is what. Well, I mean, I guess that's the reason why they work there, because they're that kind of people. That's the only reason why you would be working there long term, is if you're into watching some chick take a shit in secret
At work.
at work.
Specifically, like the most fucking tangential kink in history.
Just
Nasty as fuck.
it's not enough tags on your.
Like, and I speak strictly about, like, you know, the invasion of privacy. These women probably didn't know,
Right.
Yeah.
like, at the time. And it's just, like, just the nastiest of work being done at work.
Because I'm like, nigga, I really hope that, like, if this doesn't cause Activision to go under, I really hope it puts, like, a huge dent. Because Activision been wilding for years. Not even from a fucking social or workplace standpoint, but just a business practice standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Activision been tripping for generations.
Yeah,
We've definitely had podcasts in the past
Yeah.
where we were slamming Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard.
Practices.
I remember specifically when they were like shutting down like fan servers and shit that were keeping up like old World of Warcraft mods and shit, and they were like, and they looked the fans right in the face and were just like, "No, you want this.
And
This
then,
is what you need."
And then announced World of Warcraft remaster.
That ugly ass shit.
Wasn't there like a China incident or something?
Yeah. Like that with Hearthstone.
Oh yeah, that's
Because
right.
old dude won, and he was like, that was the time that the Hong Kong police were wilding, like against the protesters.
Yeah.
And like
He was like free Hong Kong.
yeah, he was like
right?
free Hong Kong, and they were like, yeah, you can't compete for, well, you're banned indefinitely, and we want the money back. And there was also the incident of Soldier 76 being made gay here, a gay character here.
Oh, yeah.
Bi, whatever the fuck he is. And that same lore isn't present anywhere else outside of the U.S. and Canada. Because, you know, like China, our overlords at China would not let us put that in their media.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
You know, they did.
I didn't even know he was gay.
Yeah, I mean, fucking media here, they kowtow a lot to China. I remember when the movie The Mummy came out with Tom Cruise. Like, they had to say that she wasn't like a witch, like the villain, because like you can't do witchcraft on TV. I forget what they came up with, but I guess she was just a super powered villain. And it's like they said that they couldn't and they can't, like they changed it all. Like they Hollywood is heartless.
Yeah. Somebody on Twitter,
Activision is heartless.
Somebody on Twitter made the joke that they can't drop another like gay or queer like Overwatch character to try to patch this one over.
right.
I'm like, boy, like the diversity on, like, it's crazy how they have more in-game diversity
Than in
the
real
movie
fucking
actually
life.
In real life.
And I'm like, look,
That's
man,
nuts.
it's the projection shield.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, look at how inclusive we are in our games.
And they were doing this shit all behind the scenes.
And just the games.
You
Yep.
see the fucking probably like corporate ladder. White.
Like,
We're
I
so
mean,
diverse,
White.
except for when it comes to positions of authority and power.
or anything in real life that actually matters. Like, I wonder, just being a woman of color working there, seeing them make those kind of statements talking about how they can't. You remember when they were fucking talking about, like, when Tracer had her, that one pose, that one taunt,
Yeah.
and her butt was out there, and then, like, they changed it because they were like, we actually respect women, and we don't want to fucking. You remember that?
Yes.
Oh my god, they were doing this shit while they were saying scumbags.
Them niggas was probably like, I don't even know if we mentioned like this fucking incident with the breastfeeding room.
Yeah, like they kick women out to have meetings.
To have meetings, or sometimes they would go in there while feeding is happening, just be in the room.
Just watch.
Just watch.
Fucking weird niggas.
Just
man.
weird shit.
Like,
Goof
I'm like,
troop.
fam,
Goof fucking troop, bro.
fam, what are you doing?
Like, you fucked up at life, bro. Like, you're just done. You fucked up. Like, there's no saving these people.
No.
Like, they should be all exposed and their faces plastered all over, so that we know, because one day they're gonna try and get another gig at some other fucking video game company, and they're gonna update their little Twitter handle or whatever, and they need to get roasted immediately.
Facts.
This is actually fucking horrible.
Yeah, man.
Imagine, be empathetic, put yourself in the shoes of these people, of these women who have to deal with this on a daily basis.
It's fucked up.
People motherfucking can't stand it when the coffee machine runs out of coffee at work, and their whole fucking day is ruined.
And you go to work,
Right.
and it's a fucking boys club of immature ass niggas running around being dumb and not working, and then you're getting saddled with extra work to have to compensate for that. That's
While they're
fucked up,
sitting there playing
bro.
video games, drinking and shit.
Like that's shit you do at home.
Yeah,
I think that's shit you get drunk and play some games at the house.
you at work.
Like I think like basically like the entirety of the fucking podcast could be summed up with like there are always people that don't look like you.
Mm-hmm.
There always will be. You might as well get fucking used to it.
Yep.
Cause like there will always be differences and others. Like nigga, you cannot like berate or harass these niggas out of existence.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only thing you're really doing is just
Showing your ass.
making them stronger for the next group of them that comes along.
Because they're gonna be coming.
Right, and it always happens.
Yep.
It
every time.
always fucking happens. Shit, nigga, 60 years ago, you could call somebody a Negro to their face.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, if the end goes a little bit too far left, you get your jaw broke.
Yep.
Like, nigga, it's the shit, they gonna exist. They are going to exist, man. People that are different from you will always be here, and you will never stop that.
And you just not
Ever.
put up with it because you're not right.
Right.
If you're one of those people that are like, that I remember back in my day, as soon as you start that way, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because back in the day was no good. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it was no good.
At all.
It's called progress, folks. And this whole Activision thing, Simone Biles shitting on her, Naomi Osaka, shitting on Lil Nas X.
The world is changing. It's either you can get with it or get left behind.
Either adapt or die.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like all these 1950s views, all that shit. Like anybody that's trying to bring back the quote unquote good old days, it's not going down like that, bro.
it ain't.
Like just shut up, listen to marginalized peoples, give an ear, be a better ally. It's really that simple. Just be good to people.
Sure ain't hard.
Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Once again, can't stand that we have to remind people about this.
You know, the golden rule. Like,
fucking-
people tell that shit to kids, even though kids don't listen. But like,
Well, even though because the adults don't listen.
yeah, it's like just be better to people. Be better, as a matter of fact. Like it's that simple.
Like niggas still ain't learned about fucking if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing.
Like shut your ass up.
Right?
Like you're not important. Like like your opinion. Fuck your opinion, my nigga. You're trash. It don't matter. Like whenever you got negative shit to say about somebody, just like unprompted, you're a fucking hater.
Right.
You wanna be a hater? You just cool with being a fucking hater?
You're a hater, man.
It's just cool like that. Like, you got it like that.
Where you can afford to be a hater.
Right.
That's what you are. Like, I don't want to be like going on 45, still talking about like what a 22-year-old is doing and how that's detrimental to me or the community. Like, nigga, unless this nigga is actively trying to force you to suck his dick, there ain't shit that you should have to say about this nigga.
Mind your business.
There's a J. Cole quote that always comes to mind for me for this shit. It's just like, what you eat don't make me shit, and who you fuck don't make me come.
At
Like,
all.
I don't give a single one. I'm like,
Do you, man?
if you ain't hurt nobody, you ain't tricking nobody, you ain't out here getting people sick or nothing, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Right.
Just be responsible, you do what you do your due diligence.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. But it's just so many people, for some reason,
Giving a fuck.
about some shit they don't have to give a fuck about.
Right.
It's just like, oh, the next man is gay or the next man is bisexual.
Cool.
Women. I'm like, bro, great.
Do what works for you
Worry about you.
and let other niggas do what works for them.
Like, just stay
Plain and
focused on
simple.
your fucking star player, my nigga.
Such a simple concept.
Like Cat Williams was just like, I took that shit to heart, like, in recent months. I'm just like, I'm gonna focus on my star player.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I care about my family, my loved ones, friends. That's it. Like, people outside of that, like, I want everybody to have rights. I want everybody to be treated as human. I want people to just live a rich life full of rich experiences.
Right.
But it's just people that are in marginalized groups slowing other marginalized groups down. It just, I never understood it. I don't understand it.
Right.
We're black men. You know, I'm a straight black man. I don't got time to
Good
worry
shit.
about what the fuck gay niggas, like whatever the fuck going on. I don't got time, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just live your fucking best life, bro.
All the shit going on, COVID, all this other shit, fucking
oh,
Ahmaud
God.
Arbery, fucking
It's-
police still out here kicking the shit
And it's just,
out of people.
I can't get over the fact that like niggas claim they straight but constantly worried about what's going on in a gay nigga mouth.
And people, like,
Like,
and
that's
then-
weird. That's
for
weird
me,
to
it's
me.
the
Weird shit.
reasons
Right.
more than anything for me. It's like, well, it's breaking up the black community. What
No,
the
it's
fuck
not.
you
No, it's
mean?
not. He's part of the black community.
And we just talked about
Yeah,
this shit
yeah.
last week. I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga,
Or you're fucking up the black family. No, nigga,
Oh,
you're
with
fucking
your
up
unpaid
like
child
that.
support to 3 kids by 4 baby mamas. That's fucking
That's
up the
fucking
black
up.
That's
family,
fucking
nigga.
The fact that you don't see other black people who don't black like you black as different and unworthy of blackness is fucking up the black community.
Boy,
Niggas
imagine-
got like all type of shit they need to actually be worried about, but they worried about what the next person doing.
I mean, they're getting D Wade's kids business. As soon as she came out as transgender,
That was an era.
that was. I mean, like, imagine Lil Nas X.
Boosie punk ass at the front of
Boosie,
it.
yeah, Boosie was on that shit too. Like, I mean,
Mike
it's,
Tyson asked him a great line of questioning.
oh yes, I saw that.
He's like, I should shut the fuck up. Well, why don't you? And it's like he noticed how humble he was talking to Mike.
Oh yeah, no, because we can get your ass whooped.
Because niggas is soft, man.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, I know.
even if it wasn't Mike Tyson, bro, like, I've never seen that nigga come with the level of energy that he's come for the gay community with straight dudes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've never seen that shit.
Like Mike straight up just asked him, like, do you think that there might be some underlying feelings that you might have about being gay or whatever?
Yeah.
Because of, like, that's the reason why you're always shitting on him. Boosie he was just quiet.
And like the biggest thing is
Had
like
no
niggas,
answer.
niggas have this misconception that like you can be convinced to be gay.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
If that
nigga,
shit in you, it's in you, my nigga.
right? I'm like, nigga, can't nobody convince you of something that you weren't already thinking.
I think we're all born pan, personally. I think we're all born pansexual anyway, and then it's just like, because people talk about how there's always this gay agenda that's trying to push people to be gay. There's straight shit too. When your parents come out and say and do the shit that Boosie does,
Yeah.
is that not
The straight agenda.
The straight
I mean,
agenda,
it
the
is.
pressure.
Oh, you got all the girlfriends, don't you? Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
mean-
little shit like that.
If his kid turns out to be 40 repeating the same shit, that's just gonna prove it.
'Cause, like, I'll use myself as an example. I watched the Lil Nas X video. I watched it.
Yeah.
Am I attracted to men? No.
No.
Am I
Yeah.
gay? No.
No,
I'm just like, all right, it's a new video. I already know people be talking about it.
because you're a smart man.
It's like, all right, niggas are blurred out naked dancing. I'm like, let's also add another dimension. I watched a lot of fucking porn.
Right.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of porn.
That's facts.
Like man, woman porn. I done seen a lot of shit. Nowhere, anywhere in the fucking equation.
Did you
Like
think
I'm
about-
like, you know what?
that's a nice
I will
penis.
fuck that nigga.
That's a nice penis right there.
I've never had that point. Like
I'd,
I will fuck that nigga.
I'd suck that for $1.
Right. So it's like, I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm very comfortable with myself.
Right.
It's like, I can say that, it's whatever. It's people with their fake ass value systems or trying to sound cool in front of other dudes. Also, taking time to impress dudes, I feel like that's more sus than anything.
That is way super
It's like-
sus.
It's like, yeah, I ain't watched that video because I'm a real nigga.
Oh, okay.
That's right. You know,
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
watch the fucking Nelly video 3 times today, cuz.
My man's.
You're overcompensating.
I done done some nigga shit in my life for legal reasons. I'm not gonna say what that was.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I watched a video that took nothing away from me at all.
It's
Like, cause you niggas have to stop being like you're really telling on yourself. Cause like if you're that influential that you think watching a gay man rap will make you gay, when there are still gay people that exist when heterosexuality is the fucking standard,
Yeah.
you got the game fucked up.
It's like you're probably gay.
You
That's-
probably
Yeah,
are, or
you're probably-
you've at least thought about it.
And you know what?
At the very least.
You know what? It's okay.
That's fine.
It's okay.
like in all seriousness, like no joke, whatever. I think if you're having thoughts like that, you should really take the time to explore
to
your
explore
feelings.
your fucking sexuality,
Like really
man.
take that time.
We need to
look
normalize
Figure
that
some
shit.
shit out.
It's like if you're confused or you're kind of at a crossroads, you should really just take the time to just look at that mirror.
And it's like, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You just go back.
And like being
Just go back.
being gay and masculine are not fucking mutually exclusive, nigga. Like
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Intersectionality is a huge part of any marginalized community. You could be a gay shooter.
Yeah.
I know a couple of trans people that got fucking hands.
Yeah.
Like nigga, it don't stop, bro. That's another facet of you, and I think that's the biggest piece of that shit. Like people like T.I., the Baby, and Boosie, they have a preconceived notion of what gay is,
Yeah.
and then when it's not that, it feels like a personalized attack.
They have a preconceived notion of what masculinity is as well.
Yeah.
And they apply that preconceived notion to the world, and when it falls out of that, just like what you said, they feel threatened.
Yeah.
And, it's just because they're probably just gay.
And when you look at those 3 individuals, they're all trouble. The Baby out here beating people up, out here just rolling on a rampage,
I'm like, my nigga, you have a song where you basically like
running around in a diaper.
No, like confess to and like we're proud of the fact that you got a body.
Yeah, he killed a fan.
Like nigga,
Apparently
you
that
killed a
that
nigga.
Walmart body, I was thinking it was self-defense. Apparently it was a fan that he killed.
Wow.
More information came out, and I think it was just he ain't having no witnesses, so it was just, or anybody that would testify. So I think that's what the fuck happened.
Wow.
So he just killed somebody. I'm like, that nigga committed a murder. Boosie, I think he had people killed.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
committed
Like,
various crimes and shit.
you went to prison, nigga.
So I'm like, he went to prison.
T.I.'s
T.I.
finna go to prison.
Like,
Probably finna go to prison.
Guns, drugs,
Sex trafficking.
sex trafficking.
but nigga being gay.
And all three of those niggas are worried about the LGBT community. Y'all are some unsavory characters.
Y'all are not. Yeah, y'all are not fucking like the representations of masculinity or manhood.
Like, y'all are fucking unsavory characters.
Y'all are like the worst representations of manhood.
I just want to throw this out there. All the niggas is under 6 feet. Not saying there's a correlation there, but I'm just throwing that out there.
Damn.
All of these niggas are under 6 feet. All of them.
And unsavory characters.
And
unsavory.
Like, it's crazy as fuck, man. Like,
That's
I didn't even link that. Like, that was off the cuff. Like, thinking about it.
That's the name of this podcast episode. Unsavory characters.
Unsavory characters.
Leave niggas the fuck alone.
Please.
That's all anybody
Max
wants.
and relax. And shit. I don't want to say chill like a villain because
Like, let niggas exist.
But like, and
Let
don't be afraid to grow, even though you're like 40 something. Grow the fuck up.
you can still grow up at 40.
Yeah, grow the fuck up, dude. Like, people are gonna be gay, and that's not a problem. People don't hate gay people like you think that they do.
Right.
Okay, like no one's out here hating Lil Nas X because he's gay. People like him. People like him in spite of the gayness.
People that hate him, that's the ones that's uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the ones that just they don't know what to do. Like having these images presented to them like that.
They can't handle it.
They can't.
Either that or they're upset that like Lil Nas is doing what they felt like they couldn't do,
Yeah.
which is be like, you know,
The superstar.
blatantly out, but also find success in rap of all genres.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nigga, rap is not a fucking welcoming genre for like marginalized groups like women and LGBTQ.
Like, not at all.
Not in the slightest.
Not a
Yeah.
black dude. Shit.
Right.
Hell no.
I was about to say,
A
nigga,
white boy could make a gimmick out of it for like an album or two.
also, like, real quick before we get out of here, and like, because I want to spark controversy. Young M.A. is not the best female rapper. She is a female that makes dude rap. Like, I just want to put that out there just in case niggas had it confused. I'm like,
You should be looking in the Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj area.
that's your rappers, Meg
Like,
Thee Stallion. Unfortunately, Cardi B. But
I don't put them in that conversation.
they're women that rap.
No, I was talking about best.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, they're women that rap.
They're solid.
Yeah.
You know, they do their thing. They do what they do in their lane. But
Yeah.
you should look in the Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj area for that.
I was like,
Yeah.
young M.A. makes fucking dude rap for women that are actively questioning their sexuality.
I mean, is she any good at it?
No, not in my opinion.
I think she's okay.
I,
Like she can rap, but like you said, like
I think y'all.
it's in a dude case.
Right, and I mean, I respect anybody that makes music because making music is fucking hard.
Yes.
So like, I'm not even gonna say that like she's untalented because she's not.
Yeah, we don't shit on
But
that.
it's not my cup of tea. Like
My niggas
niggas,
heard an old song of mine. Like it's not easy.
like niggas, like the thing that always kills me about that shit is like anybody brings her up in the conversation of best female MC. I'm like, bro, this nigga said you call her Stephanie, I call her Headfany, and y'all thought that was a fucking bar.
Really?
Like that was the line of like 2016.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I mean, she copied Bobby Shmurda's flow.
yeah,
That's how she popped. Let's like always keep that fact out there. Like,
yeah.
Bobby Shmurda and Kodak Black gave us like Young M.A. and Cardi B respectively.
Mm-hmm.
Always remember that.
I'm just like, nigga, I don't feel it. Like that's just me though.
Okay.
But we'll see. Is everybody
Ending
gonna
on
be
a
here
high note.
next week?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Next week. Next episode.
We'll talk about how alimony works only one way. We forgot to touch on that today.
I mean, it's not really much to say. Dr.
Yeah.
Dre, billionaire.
But I just like shitting on
he can
bitches.
afford.
Honestly.
That.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll say that.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
because we're gonna talk. That's gonna be relevant. Also, another thing we can talk about. Apparently, the director of Aquaman 2 thinks that the movie wouldn't be the same without Amber Heard, so he's not gonna remove it. Have a good fucking week.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah.